Hey everybody, Interim Dean Nick Pace here, and I am with Cameron Buchanan. Hello Cameron.
Hello.
Third year PhD student in counseling psychology.
Yes.
And where's home?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay, and you were here as an undergrad
Yes.
and stuck around.
I did.
Awesome, love it. Why'd you stay?
I made really great connections, and
Okay.
then I had a professor who showed me the ropes of the PhD program and master's program
Okay.
here. So I just felt like there were a lot of people who wanted me to succeed and stay around, and my family's here too. So
Okay, love it. And so there's something else about you that folks might recognize you from or be interested in. Tell us that side of Cameron.
yes, so I decided to do Miss Nebraska USA last year. It was my first pageant ever to compete in, and I ended up winning. So I'm currently the Miss Nebraska USA. of
And
2024.
congratulations. So
Thank you.
how does somebody just say, you know what, I think I'm going to give this a try and then win it? Is that unusual? I mean, be chosen
I would
first
say
time
so.
through?
Yes, I would say so. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it. Former Miss Nebraska USA was Mimi Wood. She was my freshman year roommate here in the suites.
Okay.
And she came to me and she thought I'd be a good candidate to compete. And so
Okay.
I listened to her, and
So
here
that's
we
where
are.
it started.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the intersection of your PhD program and your experience as Miss Nebraska, and 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what do you want to be doing?
Women's empowerment. I want to focus on women's mental health, women's physical health, and women's research. So I plan to open my private practice in counseling psychology
Awesome.
and do the research and help women with confidence, physical health, mental health.
Okay. And if you were talking to your former self, would that be right in line with what you've always kind of been thinking about, or is that like, wow, how did I end up here?
Yes, I think my former self would appreciate my current self and would tell her a lot of things that she would want to hear. Just keep going, you'll figure it out.
Okay. So the Miss Nebraska might possibly be a surprise to your former self, but not the direction that you're using
Yes.
your studies and your experiences in Miss Nebraska to
Yes.
go.
Yes, I grew up modeling. So I started modeling
Okay.
when I was 12.
Okay.
So I had the walk and some things that I needed for Miss Nebraska, but pageantry was never something I thought about.
Okay. Isn't it funny how things turn out?
Yes, yes. A lot of things came together, which is why I think I'm in the position I am in today.
Okay. What are there specific things that have like pulled you into women's health, women's mental health that are front and center for you, or
Yeah.
can you pinpoint how that field and that need kind of grabbed a hold of you?
Yes, I think I was always surrounded with women. My family is all women. I have one male cousin.
Okay.
And then coming into psychology, there's a huge lack and limitation in research and women knowing things about their body and understanding things. And so that's kind of where those worlds merged for me, was to build that understanding for everyone.
Awesome. How best thing about your experiences in the Department of Educational Psychology and or the College of Education and Human Sciences? What stands out? What would you tell other current students, advice, prospective students? What's important for them to hear from you?
You're never alone. There's always someone who's been through what you're going through or knows how to get through what you're going through. I think with advising and the people around you and the environment, it's very enriched with people wanting to support you and get you where you want to be.
Okay. Anything specific that you would like to tell somebody in my role as interim dean, or your faculty members, or what should we know and what should we be thinking about? What do you need us to hear?
That our program's doing a really good job and we're working with what we have. We have a clinic that we would love students to come to and would love to advertise that more, just in our environment.
Okay. So the
No.
counseling and school psych clinic, first floor garden level of
Yes.
Teachers College Hall. They
Yes.
can come down, access services, supports. That might be an under the radar opportunity for lots of people on campus, I'm thinking.
Yes. In my undergrad experience, I feel like I might have looked it over or brushed through pamphlets or things that have it in it. But yes, making it known and visible for people to use as a resource.
Very cool. When you finish, you want to start your practice, where's that going to be? Is that Nebraska for a Nebraska person, or might we?
I would like to venture off, but Nebraska is my home roots. My family's here, and a lot of my schooling has been here, so I feel like I owe it to Nebraska to stick around. But we'll see. Maybe I'll end up somewhere warmer.
Okay. As we head into fall, it's looking a little gray out there.
Yes.
Letter to your 5-year-old self on the cusp of finishing your PhD here within the next year or so, hopefully. What would you tell that little girl about the distance traveled, about Miss Nebraska, and the things that probably you maybe couldn't have envisioned at that point?
I would tell her, like, look within, the powers within you. Don't make anything external as big as it should be or bigger than yourself, because you'll get through a lot of things turning inward and figuring out who you are.
Nice. We talk a lot about impacting the human condition in our college, and I think you just nailed it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks for spending some time with me.
Yeah.
I normally carry around Dairy Store ice cream tickets, and I'm fresh out today.
Oh, no.
But I'm going on video as saying I'm good for it.
Okay.
So you will get your ticket.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes.